Speaking of that, Forsaken straight up towards lobby, and actually the ping's going to get on the pAura. Forsaken finds the opening.
Yeah, but it's the rest of it that's a problem as well. That B hit is still finding very little success. Shiba even going to claim Turko, and it's down to 2, and they're already the walking wounded. Russ and Brave are going to have to do something quite miraculous in this one, and it's not going to happen. Very clean start for pAura there. We were thoroughly impressed with Devi as well. I think it was that 1-2 punch. Yes, Forsaken is always going to be a headliner, right? He catches the eye for a good reason. Of course he's re-peeking it. Of course he's re-peeking it. Just showing the strength of the Marshall. And we've already seen some of that Brazilian flair. Why not throw on some Turkish flair to this one? As SMB not quite having the chance yet. There it is, suddenly changing hands. The right click on the classic will always strike fear into just about everyone. But now look at Shiba trying to take that space back. Really good approach. A little dangerous, a little risky to put himself up there, but he wants to reclaim that territory, joined as well in sewer by Devi. So that's going to be working in tandem. And pAura and Turko still over towards spawn side, and Shiba happy to use that weapon advantage and well aware of the final player. Lovely work in the end. Kept it swung at the same time, and he's going to progress up long. And Shiba may as well do this. Yeah, what a pickup as well. That's a rifle. Brave caught sleeping in this. Maybe they were the ones walking out brushing their teeth in the bathrobes. Already, that's a little dangerous. Look at the purchase, though. They do have 2 rifles. Mindfreak and Devi still have that. So for them, that's a lovely benefit. And obviously that op coming up for Forsaken so early on in this. So these 4 other rifles aren't exactly pound for pound, substantially higher than the opposing buy.
SMB going to try and end up on C here again. Devi and Shiba happy to sit outside. Gares can give this up. Mindfreak as well. He's going to be called upon, but...
Oh, the timing.
I think he just missed that. They're walking onto site here.
Yeah, he just missed that timing. And he's still going to get 1, which is incredible value for this. And Izzy's made a meal of it. Gets caught on the way out, trying to move around to the site. And look at this. I've got to say it. pAura look absolutely on today. And Russ. Okay, well, if they're not coming here, we've already taken that territory. Why not stack towards the other side? Take that space as well. Be aware of the repercussion to our actions. I really like that from pAura. Didn't love that from Izzy. Couldn't make anything of that.
Almost just trying to get something from nothing. Actually, like he gets spotted over the top of logs there. pAura will find 1. Mindfreak don't. Okay, it was a little awkward, but he will find 2 on the back of it.
That makes it a little clean towards the end. It is a 3v2, but the safety net that's in place for pAura is more substantial, as you're seeing with the ults coming out. Now it's just down towards Russ. More armor, needed the shot cleanly, he's not going to get it. Devi, this is clean work, 3 alive again for pAura. Forsaken going walkabout on C long, and you're right, it's Izzy who will have the op as well. If you've watched the prior games, you can see why Izzy is posted on that. They've been watching tape, they know exactly these sort of looks that Forsaken will go for. Now they have the player advantage.
And this is the thing, this is what we saw Vision Strikers do. They were happy to sit in anticipation of Forsaken doing exactly this. This time it will create an opportunity here. SMB. And they'll have to sit tight for the time being. Haven't used any smokes just yet, so we don't have to wait for those cooldowns on the side of Brave. Still sat here, turret set up. Spot out Shiba getting a little curious in mid. Look at this right now. Nobody is in front of spawn or boxes or window or anything on the side of SuperMassive plays.
And I quite like Seekers being invested as well. It will give a little bit more, I guess, faith in positioning for that Cypher sat on an island. They know that it's still this C/mid lane. And it will mean that pretty much all of this pressure might go towards Mindfreak. Back of the plateau, he does have support from Devi, and we are going to have the ult coming in. It's not going to push them out of positions too far. It will mean they're aware of where they can sit, and it does at least give SMB the step towards the site. Is he leading the way? Mindfreak at the back, pinged out, he knows it. Oh, wait. Okay, good positioning from Russ to make sure that was going to be picked up. But Devi, nice little high flash, does find 1. Follow-up, not going to happen. The jump peak was a little off kilter. And now we have Benkai. A 1v2 presented. He just got the first out of the third. They line up! See, SMB are very aware, now extremely aware of what he's up to. Now somehow Benkai claimed a quick kill through Garage while that was happening, but it is a 4v4, and Devi looked like he was willing to maybe give it a crack, but again, he's only got that Spectre, so has to sit a little deeper.
I love this, though. They've tucked Benkai into cubby here. Mindfreak will retreat. No audio cue given away just yet. But again, we're going to see the counter peek from Mindfreak, or even taking first contact to bait for Benkai.
Attention,
yeah.
Because you know SMB are fully focused. There we go, there's the peek, and actually great work from Brave. The hard clear on the corner, after we've not seen that look yet. We hadn't seen that. It had purely been the Astra back of sight or plateau, just kind of playing around it, or platform, whatever you like to call it. And again, Brilliant approach from SMB. I want to highlight that. That's really diligent work from them. And this is a big correction in something that could have massively caught them out here.
And actually look at who they find on the other side. And if pAura has done their homework, finding pAura there, I think they anticipate that's the weaker side of this default. He's there to make sure that nothing kind of slips through the net. And again, the adjustment, perfect on both sides, right? They anticipate, they found the lurk, expecting SMB to end up on C. They try and address that, but like you said, diligence on the side of SMB. Nearly a nice little set piece as well, with a gravity well or something to enable Benkai there.
Could have been. There are players towards long. They know they're still around here. They will commit to this Forsaken. He looked like he was about to turn the flash, but actually the timing's just off by a fraction of a second, and SMB will strike in that time. And now they want to get that site under wraps, but we did have the early lean off the back of that initial information. Shiba is still here, but Brave cracks open the site. That's huge. And now once again, mindfreak in an unwinnable scenario. Perfect approach from SMB, just kind of getting the lay of the land. They're not quiet in taking a couple of, not early challenges, but a bit of space. They're already starting to build mid, but look at that push up over towards A. Now, Izzy has been watching that in the background. So that's a battle that's been kind of wedging on his feet. Just what?
Oh, no.
What?
Oh. It was such a good setup as well, Lauren.
It was really quite nice. Didn't end up very nice, though.
Didn't look great. Benkai gets tagged by the recon bolt. Another Prime Gaming flawless for the
Okay.
Actually, we'll try and find him with the Hunter's Fury.
Ambitious.
We'll get the tag, actually. Okay, Forsaken has to burn his dash.
But mindfreak is still just finding the bailout, the get out of jail free card if required. They can actually give up the site to an extent. They'll say, okay, you take the site, we'll posture for a retake. We've got it to a 5v4, that's okay. And space-wise, they're all kind of towards CT right now. I want to see that split towards Garage, maybe take a bit more territory here. They do right now at least have SMB locked towards the side. And it looks like Izzy's postured up for a bit more of an aggressive fight. He's still a little paranoid about that Garage play coming through. Flash comes in. Izzy getting ready for it. Here we go. Brave's found one, and now Brave from the back of the side knows there's more. But, ooh, these are some Brave crosses. They look panicked, but right now the frags are not coming in just yet on the retake. Forsaken found one, but an instantaneous trade for Russ. As now looking at who's remaining, it is just Forsaken, and nothing is coming through for him here. It might be time to back away, keep that up, and see if he can catch a couple on the way out. Yeah, that's not landing, and he's got someone on the flank. SMB are right back in the driving seat after a very shaky start. And the Sheriff, okay. I was kind of interested if they really felt they'd pulled enough attention towards long then on that Sova. Maybe they went and had a little dabble, but now it's a little late in the day. And they can just hold this for now. They can hear them exploring long. They can hear those steps. They'll know that someone's nearby, but it's patience. And Izzy's well aware that someone's probably down there. Forsaken has been living in this for the last God knows how many rounds. This
is really interesting because it's actually Forsaken that will take contact, right? This flash doesn't catch him, and then Device swings on the back of it, so...
Who's going to be the one to test it, pAura? Let's see how well this works. Contact now.
Perfect done. Beautiful
stuff.
stuff.
Wow. I think that was fantastic. You could see the intention as well, but... Shiba, there will be the second layer. Still cleared out. I'm so happy to see this from SMB. They are truly crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Everything is accounted for here. No weak anti-ecos at this point, which is something that has haunted a good couple of teams.
Absolutely. Seen enough of it. Again, talk about heat, talk about yay. Actually tens as well. mindfreak will find a tag, but we've got to back away here, and I think they're probably just going to want to make sure. Absolutely do. It's another Prime Gaming flawless.
And they're actually gonna,
oh no!
No, it's a whiff. It's a horrible whiff. No. Again, yes, pAura has great aim. We all know that. Anyone who's got a pair of eyes knows that.
Well,
I mean,
I'll tell you who didn't have a pair of eyes in that situation. Devi.
Yeah, he's got the hand warmers just on. He's been copying the style. It's a nightmare.
It's a bit throwy.
It's a bit throwy. It happens. It's rough when you see it happen in a game like this, because it's enough to make you frustrated. It's enough to take that confidence away from a player, and we've seen what can happen with Devi when he's on a good game. So hopefully that doesn't, echo throughout. But Forsaken is still alive, and there is still 30 seconds. Brave towards the side. He's still alive, and you can see there's still danger with Forsaken, but it's nothing compared to the 4 that now still stand for us.
Again, Alten going to come down mid again, going to spot this out.
Cover going out.
One smoke invested towards Garage here, at least onto window, and mindfreak and Benkai. This is up here, but the tripwire dealt with immediately. See the pings in response. And this is where usually you'd expect Forsaken to come through, but I think forced back in his shell a little bit. Again, the fact that he's got a Sheriff, I don't think he wants to go hunting. Does have the Blade Storm, but Izzy is posted.
I mean, look how many ults they're going to be ending on this with as well. Final round of the first half here. I'm kind of hoping they burn through a couple more at this point, but that's how it goes. The slow progression towards C is happening, but by this point they have been kind of able to cheat over the additional player off the back of the information or lack of contact on A. Here are those ults coming out though. Gonna pop a few, but Izzy's on the side now. He's in trouble here. 70 HP, has to get out of dodge. He can't. Divide takes a riskier peek to find him, and he reaps the rewards. And now there's gonna be the Blade Storm coming out as well. Forsaken's there, Benkai's there. When the right read's in the right place, they get the frags, they hone in.
Perfectly honest.
I'm with you on it. I'm there. Brave though. Gorgeous shot. It's a stunner. He's got a follow-up too. Look, if you find Forsaken, you know Devi's normally nearby. It's the 1-2 combo. And Brave's not alone here. He does have support as well. Izzy waiting up top. The flash will force him off the angle. But it's not going to be that A piece. They're changing their mind here.
The Wall's invested on C long though. Again, as Turko look to pull away, the alarm bot in Gares, they're going to know about this before it comes. And they know that they can't be coming up from C long in particular. But they just through Gares again. Turko has to give this up because I think the plan was for him to lay that wall and get out of there. But man advantage for SMB in the retake.
Yeah, but look at the damage chipped away at. Not too much, but enough to maybe pull attention. I'm trying to look at these post-plant positions. Quite deep towards Garage. Maybe we want to take that space back. Yeah, mindfreak. This is a really risky fight. You're now just in a tunnel. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And now here we go. Springboard off the back. SMB want the side back. Device sitting at long still. Only one flash. The next one's up in 30. You're not going to get much more than that. I hope you get some value. It didn't get what he wanted. Smoke still up. Izzy wants to get that to halfway, and he might be able to do it. Device going to find one, though. And it's all falling to pieces. But Izzy will not be moved. The defuse comes in right under their noses. Now, it has been revealed, so has to respect that. And I like Forsaken taking this space for the back of the flash too. Side says it's a really good look, but I don't think you're going to get much out of it.
See already, pAura now going to make moves towards mid, so pAura have to be conscious of that. Devi in the right position to shut this down.
Oh, the timing. If Devi has been caught on timing here, this is going to be heartbreak. No, he actually looks back at the right time. So pAura's been caught off. They keep some map space this time. A little bit more to worry about now. You've got that time limit on maybe someone's flanking. We've got to make a move here, and that's going to be that. Brave pushes on in, finds Forsaken. Benkai on the side now called into attention, catches the push through on Garage, and actually pushes deeper towards the defensive side. It's a 3v2. mindfreak and Devi maybe a little baffled by this.
This is falling apart for pAura. Again, Turko going to find his third. mindfreak will fall. Or actually, now reposition his turret once again. Now pAura are expecting to be able to do a hit and run here. Spike actually all the way in the back line actually with mindfreak, so I think maybe actually just looking for the opening on the back of these Sheriffs.
Again, patience.
Nothing achieved in the early round.
Look at this. I mean, patience is being shown by pAura here, and I'm happy to see it. I like the fact that we've had someone being able to deal with Forsaken and Devi's combination that has put big teams through their paces, and the SMB have this to go to. Very nice. Let's see how it works when they maybe close that gap a little, as they have taken steps towards A long now.
See now that wall's down on the top of sewers.
Time though, 30 seconds.
There's not a lot, and like I said, nothing achieved in the early round. They don't even have an opportunity here. They have to force the issue towards Garage.
He's got an angle to work with.
Well.
Yeah, that's lovely. Even just doing a bit of damage, can fall away from that. Doesn't have to do much more. Just sets up Izzy for an easier fight towards the site, and there it is. Izzy beheads Benkai. Flash comes in. Oh my word, Izzy. He's still standing but only so long. Spike is down though, so is the round. No matter what they do, it's all but done. 10.
There's actually Turko almost playing anti-flash. We'll get smoked off actually. The Tiger will clear out Brave now. Actually, perfect use of the smoke there from Forsaken to isolate a duel.
Yeah, exactly that. They found the one fight, and Forsaken finds his way in. What? 3 quick kills, and the site's all theirs. You could not ask for a better approach on that one, and you're right. It was off the back of being able to isolate some of these players with such limited knowledge. That is incredible work from pAura. That's the side we're waiting to see.
pAura and Izzy. A 2v4 again. It's a tall order. Izzy with that operator as well, so if they do go for this, it'll require some use of the Blade Storm for sure. It looks like they might just be opting to drift away. mindfreak actually goes on a wander. Might even try and hunt this down. Again, it would be huge for pAura to remove this operator in particular. The alarm bot's still in position though. Will reveal mindfreak. I'll put pAura in position now. He's aware that they're close by at least. But on the flip side of that, keeping 4 alive is a lot more valuable for pAura in terms of the economy. They have a couple more rounds to string.
So eyeing up towards that B site now. Towards the back of it will be pAura, and he has the swing from Russ if required, but it's going to be pAura taking this clean fight, and Forsaken cleanly takes his head off, so the site's all theirs. Spike now being planted. This is what you want to see, that adjustment. If it's just ways to facilitate Forsaken, I'm more than happy. And does he keep going? Playing on the edge of this. Just around that corner, you've got Brave. You've got Russ. He's taking a little more space. That's it. And look at this on the other side, though. Izzy and Turko are right there. The net's closing in. And the post plants are pretty deep. It's pretty much the forward 2. Divide, Forsaken. Flash goes in. He knows Brave's close, but Russ is still fine. And the swing out from Brave. Hey, Xantares peak, Brave peak. I mean, make it a Ferrari peak. pAura are holding this down. That's important. Wall goes through. Izzy, though, up on top, still looking for more. Trying to divide, slice into manageable pieces. By the time it's dwindling, and they ain't got much left of it now. Turko knows he's out of time, out of options. He may drag some to the grave with him, but this one's done for. pAura make it back now. 2 in a row.
That's
Shiba. Counter's ready.
Spike planted.
Need to be able to address this if the lockdown was the plan from the get-go. I don't think it's looking like it was. pAura's going to slip out, though. The paranoia comes through. Looks like is he going to try and dash through with the Blade Storm, but nothing found.
Oh, but Divide waiting in the corner. He could not ask for a better position. Forsaken tries to overextend a little and actually gives his life over. It's a 3v4. The rifle's still with Russ, but the post plants are strong. They have that brilliant crossfire, but this flank, man, that is going to be just a
1 enemy remaining.
real end of the line for them as Russ left in a 1v4. He did have the Vandal at the start. Don't know if he's going to have it in. No, he's not. pAura right back into things. They found their footing finally. Switch up of pace maybe from pAura just coming out of that timeout. I don't mind it. It's actually a nice little counter read coming in. Forsaken, though, going to take the space, and Brave's in all kinds of trouble. I don't think he realizes. No, Forsaken got away with murder. And now he's got so much territory. Ult's coming out. Oh, this is hard to watch. SMB, pAura, how have you outdone him? He was aware of your position. He had the ult, and you still win the fight. Shiba.
So close with that.
Shiba, there was like 3 of them just around that corner, but the KJ ult, they have to respect it.
Now, post farm wise, Shiba only has 1 shock dart left. The lockdown will get them onto site. Again, Gravity well there, going to make sure they're able to buy enough time to outlive this lockdown, Lauren.
And now we go. Russ, that is a huge fight to win. There's still Benkai here. Keep your mind ticking over of mindfreak's flank. There it is. Good for 1. That's okay. It's not too bad. You'll put your life on the line for that, but now defuse. Timing is everything. You can get it just about to halfway. Smoke will dissipate beforehand. Denial. Shiba, huge pick up of a kill. Fight. I look at this being 10-10.
Certainly, expectation is to tie things up, especially when Forsaken has got this deep. And look at this. They find mindfreak on the other side, but again, they're going to know this is the lurk. Shiba actually in a position where could get caught off guard. Brave will slip up behind this through double doors as well, and there's 2 other members of SMB going to isolate this kill. Should Shiba finds 2? What? Russ as well. Oh, that would have been huge. There would have been a 5v3 for the retake, a couple of upgrades as well. That's unfortunate for Supermassive Blaze.
Shiba might get some more here. Izzy's just on the other side. Okay,
cool.
Maybe not. Fair
Just
enough.
quick with it.
Yeah, got it. Understood. He understood the assignment. I clearly didn't. pAura, though. Yeah, this is unfavorable. Harsh fight. Benkai takes a bit of damage, but yeah, you can hear the clock. Oh, put a fork in it. That one's done. 10-10. We're all even. A good attempt from SMB to try and find that space, but as I said, that 1 player found. Looks like it's going to be a pop off the back of that flash, potentially clearing close corner as well. They know that Turko and Izzy, or at least 1 player, is still watching towards sewer. And they're divided up. Izzy can actually lean back towards the side itself. Forsaken had maybe a glimpse, but fell off that. And SMB just have to wait to see what comes through that wall, and already 1's made it up towards the side. Russ is on the other side of this. Divide on towards long, couple on towards sewer, but Russ actually swings around, finding Forsaken, but it's a quick trade for Divide. Izzy on the back of the side. Turko's there as well, and now they're going to have an instant watch of both pushing up from sewer. There it is.
They're drifting away, but Forsaken's going to find the space behind this. The spike's making its way as well.
How deep can he get without any sort of worries? Now, you're going to hear the utility being invested. They now know that there's a problem on their hands. Benkai, in the meantime, did find Izzy, so now we're going to see Forsaken ready and waiting ahead of the curve. Catches them off guard, trying to keep that site under check. Spike going to be going down, and there it is. Post-plant 4v3, Russ, pAura, and Turko. Left scratching their heads. Is that the ult coming out? Yeah, it is.
Izzy
Okay.
on the Blade Storm, yeah.
Double stack towards Hell, one towards Sight, I guess. And then the late plate towards Long. Interesting. Okay. Drop down, first in, no trade, nothing. It was just Izzy left to rot. Just what? What is this for a retake? No trades, no timing, no spacing. Forsaken will laugh that up every day of the week.
If Brave smokes here, he's close enough to give away the audio cue.
Yep.
Ready with the Aldro, and they have to sit behind this tripwire. Is he about to smoke? Yeah, he has. They would have heard that. So they've now noted 2 players on Supermassive Blaze.
There's
Shiba and
big-
mindfreak are now thinking, actually, guys, there's 2 people down here.
Let's explore.
Expect pAurax now to have a look at A lobby, potentially have a look at mid. The Seekers will confirm this, Lauren.
Yeah, this, I don't love this at all. Braves having a nightmare now. Okay, and there's the Explorer on the other side. Exactly what we expected, and Forsaken's whiffed it. And actually, somehow it still worked out okay for SMB. This is
30 seconds left.
this is, you've got being gifted a platter of a round. It's all there for you, and just a couple of weird exchanges, and it's fallen to pieces. 20 seconds. pAurax, can you make up for an absolute fumble of an opportunity there yourselves? And here we go. Ult's coming out online. Denial of the spike plant going to be going through. Shiba tries to get aggressive to try and find some space. Mindfreak.
Spike down, B.
This is a round or two to forget. You can see the pressure on these 2 sides. SMB is counting their lucky stars. Utility in place, though. pAura's put some work down here early on. There it is. Shiba trying to catch a little bit of damage. It's divine to find Russ in the deeper angle from Forsaken.
Man.
That's massive. Turko now in danger as well. Forsaken doesn't have to fully back away. His presence is enough to control so much to facilitate and allow that spike plant to come in on B. And now there's problems everywhere.
Neural Theft will tell them everything they need to know.
Oh,
Brave,
Forsaken,
Izzy, and
look at this
Turko called
angle,
upon.
bro.
The flash is perfect!
The combination, the 1-2 punch, Divine Forsaken. He wanted to go a bit further on that, just eats the flash, didn't quite crest the corner. And Izzy and Brave, this is OT Rin all over it. Izzy now doing anything he can. You might as well make the fight, do what you can with what's in front of you. A 1v3, time dwindling, everything put against him. I think he knows this one's all but over, and they have to try and once again rebuild into this game. A spray through. Is that a knife coming now? I thought about it, mindfreak. It's 12-12. We're going OT.
Of whether or not the hit is, or the lean is this direction from Supermassive Blaze. Spike actually committed slightly towards C, and pAura will confirm that now. But again, all this time brought up, Forsaken's not feeling anything other than this Aldrone here. You can see pAurax, they're set up for it. They're
Big
in
stack.
position, Lauren.
Great read coming out from this, and the one brilliant moment of having Forsaken deep towards A, it allows you to push players over towards C. One flash comes in. It's a high flash, it's going to catch on the pop as well. Benkai can slip towards the back of the platform. Benkai swings out. This is exceptional work and the correct read. And a celebration of pAurax with the perfect approach after having a very hard half on that side.
That is absolutely textbook.
We still have to do one more.
Look at this, you're talking about indicators. Gravity well invested to at least slow Izzy down in sewers. And straight away, they're going to try and find the space elsewhere. No alarm bot to actually confirm this here, so Brave will be called upon. Oh, it just pops ahead of the flash.
Okay, Brave's actually really got a clean fight on that. I thought the follow-up was going to be there. Brave had it all in front of him. How did mindfreak win that? I have no idea, but it's a 4v3 and the spike will be planted on the C site. Now look at the retake. You have 2 players very close by towards CT, but that jet is still a fair way off. Izzy slowly working back in through B. That'll take a second, so time will have dwindled by then.
They found another one.
And untradeable too. Oh no, Izzy and Turko, what can you do with this? It's all on you two now to make something happen. Turko looking above that smoke, catches Benkai off guard. Great start. Has to be quick on this though. It cannot take too long. Turko now clears towards long. It's on site though. Shiba right there. Izzy falls. It's Shiba. Now we have to wait and see. Supermassive Blaze on the defending side, and of course pAurax on the attacking side, but they are a map to the good for pAurax, doing very well. As Izzy put under a lot of pressure over by Madonna. And set on vacation already. 1-for-1 trade out goes through, but the site is theirs, and Blimmin' heck, Russ is walking away, feeling a little worse for wear.
Brave found a kill in response though, taking the full shiba now, actually going to upgrade to the Sheriff. And Turko will find a head. Divai and Benkai now called upon, the last two standing. Try and recover this here.
It's going to be tricky. Yeah, especially with that shot coming in, pushing Benkai even further back. Puts it all to Divai. They should be able to start that defuse now. Put 3 players on just body block duty. Don't let him get in here. The flash actually didn't find either of them, and the first shot does. But good.
pAura's actually going to drift into mid this time around. A couple of Sheriffs and a Marshal invested here.
Well, that rifle, we were noting it. Russ going for that Vandal nice and quick, and look, the range on that thing is going to make you feel good until then. Forsaken just drags him down to the Shadow Realm. We've got the, look, Marshals we already know are super deadly. Shiba puts his life on the line to try and get that rifle back, and he's lost it. Oof, that could have been something. Benkai now, last one alive. And to an extent. Certainly utility noted. Izzy now in danger, but Izzy actually going to grab one on the way out. He's got a perfect readjust. I thought that was on. Izzy just going to try and keep himself away from those Seekers for a second. Allow Brave maybe to catch his cross here. Turko's on the site as well. Brave does catch the cross. That's a great shot towards Shiba, but perfect trades coming out from Divai. Gets himself towards the site. The spike's been lost. Now he has to fight against the odds, which he's still doing. Divai is putting in heavy lifting here.
Benkai finally coming through double doors. Russ down to 27 HP. He's got to be careful on stairs here. pAura finally in position to back him up.
He has to let Benkai work here. Benkai needs to be a little bit more proactive in my mind in this one, because look at the HP on Divai.
They're waiting for a flash here. I think they're waiting for the flash.
This actually
reset.
could be so good for timing. They're right next to each other!
Oh my god!
Peekaboo! What a terrible surprise for Russ. Benkai, perfect timing, and this is still doable. pAura, yeah, he may only have that Spectre, but the HP is low, and that's a great shot.
SMB's, I guess, ability to deal with this anti-eco.
I also want them to try and maybe explore this round, see if there's a vulnerability they can confirm or something they've noted, a tell or two. And actually, that's a very bold peak. You're right in the middle.
It's a weapon upgrade
and
as well.
That's a rifle now lost. Now, if they filter that back through, switch it out maybe. I mean, Benkai can keep it. He's on 45 HP, sure, but I'm a bit worried that's happened, because now you can kind of punish the rotations. If you can isolate the players on towards A, you can really punish. So we're going to see if this becomes a bit of a reality here. I'm a bit worried in this round, but there's yet to be much come from it at this point. So I wait with bated breath to see if it becomes an issue.
But it's interesting to see there, Izzy and Turko backing all the way up to double doors, and now they're thinking, actually, good pAura have moved up behind this wall. 40 seconds left now, and it looks like pAura are considering a rotation. They sort of stack up towards bottom mid here. Shiba.
Well, but look at the catch of rotation. He can just be a nuisance, which sadly he can't. That could have been big information hold for that B piece.
And now I think they know exactly what's going on. pAura's drifted through tunnel now. They have all this information in mid. There's still a tripwire just inside this Viper wall. Catch it there. Benkai almost escapes with his life, but Brave will find his third.
Nice flash. 10 seconds though.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, done for. I still want to see what Turko gets up to. Close flash reveals nothing. It is through B main, a laboured fight in towards middle. It does eventually fall into the favour of pAura. Little top up on the HP. 3 players very present in mid, and they've got the 4th kind of in support. They are all over the map right now. Forsaken needs a big round. He can only get 1. If there was 2, then game on. But they are at the back side of sight by Pillar.
Izzy now getting closer and closer. That wall will go up, but the Seekers will confirm. I think they already know. All 3 on site, and actually Benkai caught sleeping. Mindfreak will be noted as well. Called upon Divai and Mindfreak to try and recover this in a 2v4. And the Spike in a very precarious position.
You're going to need some big boy headshots. And Mindfreak's not finding him. Divai with a quick flash. Chases it down. It has to be a quick kill on the backside. Gets away with his life. And actually, bear in mind, this is now a 2v2. It becomes viable and possible. Divai, though, going to try and get Turko down. He can't win the fight. And now Mindfreak's in all kinds of danger. Russ on the front. And on the right side, Turko. And that Spike still just out of reach. Clock not favorable to them right now. Eats the flash. More time being bought. 10 seconds is all he's got. Try and pick your poison. Looks like he's going to be trying to play the time. No one is peeking, just double checking. No one's planting. I love this push and pull from either side. SMB make it to 5. Everyone else just as those Sheriffs going to try and get... Whoa, bye-bye, rewind. Brave actually got him on the way out too. Brave is just the turret, the immovable object. They're going to try and pour some utility towards him, but he's still just fine. Support's on the way as pAura's watching towards middle. There's no way in. pAura's trying to make something happen, and it was all for absolutely nothing.
Right, Divide, the last man here. Sheriff in hand. The blind, but it's not looking good. And
Forsaken gets away with his life and actually does damage towards Russ. That's a crazy part. Now, that's been a trade out in the meantime. Divide and Turko both now removed from the round as pAura do still have that mid control. They're starting to maybe consider that B site, but to see how it's handled on the other side of things. pAura, that's a big pickup. I'm kind of surprised Forsaken allowed that to happen. Maybe a little overzealous, but the trade's good enough. That's what he wanted. At least the site's now available.
And again, a good indicator of pAura actually taking a step back there is look how late the Viper wall is going to be invested. Viper's pit as well on site just to make sure they can set up comfortably. Get this plant down. The Hunter Fury actually going to force Shiba off the plant initially, but no tag, no damage done. Benkai, lock down Shiba, Hunter's Fury. So lots of tools available at pAura's disposal to convert this round.
Izzy, first brave player to step forward. No subtlety to this, spraying him wildly. There's the lockdown as well. We kind of expected this. And Izzy, he's got 7 seconds to make something happen here. Spots out the player towards pillar. 4 seconds. Looking for the next step. Nah, has to back away, has to concede from that one. And time. It's perfect. They played that very well there. Actually, they've cost them just enough time to not make this viable anymore.
Yeah, potentially a little preemptive with the lockdown. But again, at this point, you're desperate to get something up on the board.
Down,
yeah,
mate. Just
you're desperate to get something up on the board. It does remove, I guess, something from pAura that I'd be certainly looking towards in terms of these more... What the catalyst was there to draw 4 players, because initially nothing was given away in the early round.
Maybe they're depending on that Forsaken being in middle. I don't know what it is, but yeah, absolutely nothing. The problem is they've lost their player towards that B site.
What?
The rotation is so far away, they have no information on middle, so they're still worried that maybe there's a player lurking around there. This would buy time, cost time on the retake now, but Spike to be planted. Look at the post plants. Just 2 towards the site here, 2 sitting way deeper.
Shiba playing deep enough as well to make use of those shock darts he still has available. Forsaken going to be called upon here, but Russ actually finds Divide with some shock darts of his own to come in. Forsaken will fall as well.
Now Benkai and Shiba, yeah, this is a problem. This is all falling apart. These are individual fights. There's no crossfires. There's no punish on these picks. And the rest of the gang all just around the corner here, so they now know what's coming their way. Izzy just fires off a shot, hoping for the best. Timing is everything, and does he just get the pixel out of place? Counts the timing right, he gets the pixel. It's mindfreak, instant trade. Divide's right there. Divide's firmly becoming a favorite player of mine, but it's Forsaken on the side who's doing the work as well. He's not alone in this though. Wants to push deeper. Does, loses it. Russ is right by the try box. What a play from Russ!
Here.
Has a little look towards middle. He knows what's coming his way. Now notes 2 in middle. Oh dear, he's had a nightmare. He's had an absolute nightmare. Delete the tape. Get it gone. Never look back. That's a big weapon. I don't know if it's recoverable. You can see that SMB are going on a recollection mission. They're like, we don't really want that being a possibility. pAura's aim. Looking decent though. Gonna find mindfreak. Now 3 more to locate.
Tell them everything you need to know. Shiba and Divide. We noted with the neural theft, and Spike actually still stuck down at bottom mid with Divide. Got to do something, but can't even find one. SMB will close out.
Already?
Forsaken was literally half,
yeah, he
half
was
an
real
inch
close
off
there.
finding Izzy.
Oh. Carry on.
Yeah. pAura will find him nonetheless. So a 4v5 for pAura, and ultimates available. Couple of light, actually only 1 light armor in the hands of Divide, but you've got to question the utility behind this as well. We'll come back to that. Financial discussion, but Russ actually with the operator. I didn't even spot that with this purchase.
I mean, they are just...
pAura looking sharp now.
Yeah, pAura's mad. After map 1, maybe just thinking, nah, not going to be messing around anymore. Finally goes down to Benkai, but they need a little more. They're still not winning out on the sites directly, so again, this is that mid control. You're punching the players in between pretty much, but it can be filled. The gap can be closed. mindfreak, though, could get a big punish.
Oh my
Russ still
God.
checks. Okay, Russ, fair enough. Yeah, close it out, bud, as well. Why not? Just put the icing on the cake. 10-1.
I think they're going to continue trying to find an opening. Looks like finally they will try and pop towards pyramids. That's it. Oh, Izzy just hopped right into that. Luckily not going to do any further damage to him, but
No, but he has to respect it. It's at least forced him away from the site for now. So Spike can go down. pAura actually will get into a decent... Will eventually get the spike down and get into a decent post-plant situation. So there is that bonus. We haven't really seen them 5 alive post-plant until this point.
Snake bias to rely on, and that lockdown now comes into play, and it's a huge component considering the Hunter's Fury on the side of Russ was invested.
Okay, Shiba now forced out of the angle slightly, so
there you go.
You can see SMB getting a little bit closer, but there it is. Lockdown comes down. mindfreak does find pAura. Russ is now caught as well. This is the first time we're really seeing a better look on this retake. Forsaken makes his debut, and it's not bad. It's only 1, but it sets up the rest. Divine and mindfreak there. 10 to that first half. Game back on. High flash for Forsaken. That's a lot of in one sentence, and he's dead anyway, so why bother? It's already going to be Izzy to kick things off, get things started here, and SMB after the start we'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, they come out swinging. That's what you'd hope to see from them, but it's not gone their way in terms of those first 2 engagements. Spike not committed again. SMB with so much time to just sit and wait for pAura to slip up. Always find an opening. Izzy with the fadeaway actually going to find mindfreak in nest. That Sheriff being put to work in a pistol round here, and now the Divine and Benkai again. Izzy.
Izzy, man, what a game from him. And he was struggling in the last one. He was doing okay at keeping Forsaken tamed at times, but nice to see him let loose a little here. Eats the flash, but I mean, Devi's 1 HP.
Without the dream.
There is no dream. There is just Izzy, and SMB make it to 11, and it's a flawless start to this. Oh, we can.
Frenzy, 3 marshals and a stinger.
Oh. And Izzy's still hitting better. Outdrone meekly making its way down middle. I don't think Izzy cares much that he is noted. More than happy to take the fight. Forsaken. Just about gets out of dodge, but Turko still connects so well. Forsaken has to back away on such low HP already. Look at the damage. Shiba 24, Forsaken 16. Their HP is in the bin.
Devi actually with the purchase here doesn't have that heal available either, so 2 very squishy targets for SMB to chase down here. The second one will be found. Brave will be the one to find it. Shiba not able to get anything done out of nest there, so has to resort back towards archers. Benkai. This is weird.
It's really weird.
Still finds it.
Or just maybe having a casual look towards side, like, maybe so. Why is he there? Fair enough. Oh, okay, SMB. Let's just. No. Still a chance if Forsaken's going to do more of that. All right. Finding pAura, and pAura's been on. He has been absolutely on one. SMB on stopping though. Brave's going to lean on forward, just oozing confidence. The double stack though towards main is going to be a bit of a weird one to handle. Brave's still going to find Devi, leaving old Forsaken kind of on his own, maybe until he gets that support, maybe from mindfreak coming over, but Spike's going to be going down, and what a curious round we have. The post plants will be a little weird.
Well, indeed. Shiba will find initially some information, but Brave will find Forsaken. Shiba now. Come on, buddy. Find one. It's not going to happen. mindfreak, the last one to deal with.
One, no more. There it is, SMB. It's a clean-cut victory.